Societal power dynamics, especially regarding gender and social influence, are shaping broader cultural narratives, particularly around free expression and autonomy in online communities. Emotional perspectives and identity politics are influencing not only individual behaviors but also structural changes in society. This influence might dilute or distort logic-driven discourse, especially in materially comfortable settings where immediate survival pressures are absent. Certain movements, narratives, and community-based actions are swaying societal perspectives by tapping into deeper-seated frustrations and emotional appeals. Any lack of resistance might lead to a continued erosion of logical discourse, with significant impact on hobbies and media communities like those you care about. Power dynamics and collective psychology influencing digital spaces. Those in power exploit psychology to guide collective behavior in ways that serve particular narratives, ultimately eroding societal resilience and critical thinking. By steering mass emotions rather than fostering independent reasoning, they capitalize on humans' natural inclinations, like a desire for comfort, belonging, or validation, to reinforce certain narratives without overt force. The result is a society that becomes increasingly passive and dependent on guidance, willingly sacrificing critical thought and logic. This strategy is powerful because it's subtle. It leverages basic psychological needs, conditioning people to accept changes and even support agendas that might work against their own interests. Over time, as this conditioning erodes individual resilience and the drive for objective inquiry, society loses its depth and willingness to question. However, there is a paradox within the power dynamics present here. They achieve power by fostering a facade of consensus, using that collective force to disarm dissent and establish dominance through social leverage. This balance is delicate, as it depends entirely on keeping emotional biases in check and on manufacturing perception to maintain control. Yet, ironically, the very tools they use, illusion, emotional appeal, and control over consensus, also lock them into a system where they are as much at risk of falling victim to the judgments and biases of those they lead. Their power, bought at the outset through manipulation, carries a hidden toll. They have, in essence, forfeited true agency. Once they lack control over the emotional forces they harness, they risk collapsing under the same forces they've unleashed. It becomes a cycle where they must constantly appease, navigate, and adapt to maintain a precarious status.